I want that on camera that Dan says I'm always right.
I didn't say always. You're often correct. Well, it's not that. It's just you push things to an edge where I'm not willing to go. Don't bother with it, Eric. Let's let it. No, I'm going to do it. Okay, do what you want to do. And then it works out. I'm like, that's a good idea.
There's a lot of things that I think Dan thinks I'm crazy for thinking and doing.
No.
And then somehow, some way, he comes around to where now that's his norm.
My eating habits.
Yeah. Look at you. Picture of health now.
Thank you.
Right? You were a little tubby when I met you, but...
What? Eric would start, he'd come into the office and I'd go, what'd you have for breakfast? Nothing. What do you mean? You're not hungry? No, I'm not eating until 12. And I go, huh. Because I just had like a bagel and...
Sure.
Orange
He's
juice,
Italian, so he loves his carbs.
Fruit, and I'm eating all kinds of hearty breakfast. And then he's like, no, I do time restricted eating. So I start at 12 and end at 6, and that's my window of opportunity. And I always made fun of him, like, is this in your window to eat? Can we go to lunch now?
Right? Well, you feel fantastic.
And then I started doing it, and it's been a
mental clarity,
game changer.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get him to do those extended fasts.
I'm working up to that. I've done a 24-hour so far.
Yeah.
But you just got off of a 5-day.
5-day, yeah.
5 days, no food.
Yeah. I love the time restricted eating. I love eating within that 12 to 6 or 7 o'clock window. Once a week, I started incorporating the 24-hour fast. And then once you build up to that and you feel comfortable with that, then I started doing some extended fasts. Before this was a 4-day. So 5 days. I mean, it's all about what's called autophagy, that, you get rid of all the bad cells. Obviously, there's some good weight loss involved in it. After 50, it's hard getting rid of that midsection. You'll know what that is eventually. So yeah, but more than anything, it's just accomplishing something that you don't think you can do, right?
I would check in with him every morning and say, how you doing, pal?
Yeah.
I'm all right. How do you feel? I feel great. Okay. There was one day, I think it was your 3rd day in.
Yeah, this time around, normally it's the 2nd day that's more of mind games and your conscious is telling you to eat dinner and there's no purpose in it. This time around, it was really that 3rd day that was a little bit tough.
You were struggling, but then your 4th day you were...
4th, fine. Never had any hunger pains, just more mental. And boredom. You get bored, you want to eat, right?
We had a lunch meeting. This has been scheduled for a while. That we already rescheduled it once. Yeah. So we couldn't reschedule again.
At the Charles in Old Weathersfield.
Which is like a fabulous restaurant. And I'm sitting there and I feel so bad. He's ordering coffee, black coffee, and water.
Yeah, I did have black coffee, so I didn't eliminate everything. Water and some black coffee.
That's it. Those two things.
Yeah,
nothing
those
else.
two things.
So that's fine. And I felt bad because I'm over there chomping away at a nice sandwich.
Yeah. But again, mentally, it's nice that you can, you feel like you accomplished something. I don't know if that sounds crazy or what.
Listen, I think I give you a lot of props. I mean, you have to be really mentally tough to do that. I mean, for me, just to do a 24-hour was like, I think I'm gonna die. But to do a 5-day fast is pretty incredible.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. My wife thinks I'm crazy too, but she's gotten a couple of short fasts in herself.
Yeah.
What other things, Dan? What other things are you now incorporating?
Eric.
Let's see. What other things? You're exercising more?
Exercising in the morning.
Yeah.
Stretching, exercising, doing some meditating.
Meditating.
I always give you some shit for that, but it is definitely something that has changed your outlook on your day-to-day activities.
Yeah.
And
we live in a very stressful world, right?
We share an office together, right? Yeah. We're in the same office every day. So obviously some of his qualities I'm going to pick up on, and you probably haven't picked up on any of mine.
Of course I have.
But they're all positive traits that you have and that I'm starting to kind of incorporate into my life, which is really nice. I mean, business-wise, that's one thing, but when you start to, learn from somebody and what they do in a positive way that helps their life in a positive way and take on those attributes,
And Dan,
I'm very thankful for that.
I'll give you some props because Dan is like super ultra organized. So he's in the office every morning, 8 a.m. I come in
12 o'clock.
I'm like a bull in a china shop. Dan's always yelling at me. So, I think you've gotten me, or at least I'm striving to be a little bit more organized.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, you've got.
I got my own little system in place.
Yeah, what works for you.
That's right.
But Yeah, we're different, but we also share a lot of the same.
Good yin and a yang.
Very good yin and yang.